You think you're in control of your decisions. But what if your mind is playing tricks on you? What if the voice that feels like instinct is actually bias in disguise? In Thinking Fast and Slow, Nobel laureate Daniel Kahneman reveals the two minds inside you. One that reacts, one that reflects, and the battle between them shapes every choice you make. This isn't just a book about psychology. It's a guide to thinking clearly in a world that never stops rushing. Introduction: The two minds within you. Every day, you make hundreds of decisions. Some are instant. Some take time. But what if you're not as in control of those decisions as you think? In Thinking Fast and Slow, Nobel laureate Daniel Kahneman reveals a powerful truth. Your mind is not a single voice. It's a conversation between two systems. One is fast, intuitive, emotional. The other is slow, deliberate, logical. Understanding how these two systems work, and how they often mislead us, is the key to making better choices, building better habits, and living with greater awareness. Part 1. Meet System 1, the fast thinker. System 1 is your automatic pilot. It's the part of your brain that finishes your sentences, recognizes faces, reacts without thinking. It's fast, effortless, and always on. But it's also prone to biases, shortcuts, and snap judgments. System 1 is designed to jump to conclusions, and it does so with confidence. It's great for survival, but not always for truth. Part 2. Meet System 2, the slow thinker. System 2 is your inner analyst. It's the part of your brain that solves math problems, weighs pros and cons, questions assumptions. It's slow, effortful, and often lazy. It only kicks in when System 1 gets stuck, or when you consciously engage it. System 2 is the voice of reason, but it's also easily distracted. The challenge? Most of us live on autopilot, letting System 1 run the show. Part 3. The illusion of rationality. We like to believe we're rational beings, but Kahneman shows that we're often predictably irrational. Here are some of the most common traps. 1. Anchoring bias. We rely too heavily on the first piece of information we see. Example: if you see a shirt marked down from 5,000 rupees to 2,000 rupees, it feels like a deal, even if 2,000 rupees is still overpriced. 2. Availability heuristic. We judge the likelihood of events based on how easily examples come to mind. Example: after watching news about plane crashes, you might fear flying, even though it's statistically safer than driving. 3. Substitution. When faced with a hard question, we unconsciously answer an easier one. Example: instead of "is this person competent?" we answer, "do I like them?" System 1 is a storyteller. It creates coherent stories, even when the facts don't support them. Part 4. Loss aversion. Why we fear losing. Kahneman's research shows that we feel the pain of loss twice as strongly as the pleasure of gain. This explains why. Investors panic sell. People stay in bad relationships. We avoid risks, even when the odds are in our favor. We are not driven by logic. We are driven by fear. Understanding this helps us make braver, more balanced decisions. Part 5. The planning fallacy. Why we always underestimate. We consistently underestimate how long things will take, even when we've done them before. Why? Because we focus on best-case scenarios and ignore past experience. Nothing in life is as important as you think it is while you're thinking about it. To overcome this, use reference points from past projects. Add buffers to your timelines. Let System 2 challenge your optimism. Part 6. Prospect theory. How we really make decisions. Kahneman's prospect theory explains that we don't evaluate outcomes objectively. We weigh potential losses more heavily than equivalent gains. This affects how we invest, how we negotiate, how we take risks. People don't choose between things. They choose between descriptions of things. The takeaway? Frame your choices wisely. How you describe a decision can change how it feels. Part 7. Waisiati. What you see is all there is. System 1 operates on limited information. It doesn't ask, "What am I missing?" It assumes, "What I see is all there is." This leads to overconfidence, poor judgment, and snap decisions. The confidence people have in their beliefs is not a measure of accuracy. It's a measure of coherence. To counter this, slow down. Ask better questions. Invite diverse perspectives. Part 8. Why this matters. This book isn't just about psychology. It's about living with awareness. When you understand how your mind works, you can make better financial decisions, avoid emotional traps, communicate more clearly, lead with empathy and logic. True self-awareness begins when you stop trusting your first thought and start questioning it. Final takeaways. Thinking Fast and Slow is a masterclass in mental clarity. It teaches us that we are not as rational as we think, but we can become more deliberate, more thoughtful, and more wise. Here's what Daniel Kahneman wants you to remember. System 1 is fast, intuitive, and emotional. System 2 is slow, deliberate, and logical. Most of our decisions are made by System 1 without us realizing it. Biases like anchoring, availability, and loss aversion distort our thinking. Awareness is the first step to better decisions. Slow down. Question your instincts. Engage System 2. Closing words. Think better, live better. You can't eliminate bias. You can't silence System 1. But you can learn to pause, reflect, and choose, because the quality of your life depends on the quality of your decisions. And the quality of your decisions depends on how well you understand your mind. So the next time you're about to react, stop, breathe, and ask, is this System 1 talking, or is it time to think slow? Thanks for watching Audio Mentor, where every book brings you closer to a better you. If you found value in today's summary, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell icon so you never miss a chance to grow.